Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I am Clyde Smith.
And I am Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we're discussing the trailers for King Richard, Dune, and our movie of the week, Jolt. All right, Mr. Villalobos. You know what? Actually, let's back up for a second.
Okay.
How many years do you think we've been friends now? Ballpark.
Since we're probably about, 16, 17 years old?
Yeah, so...
Something around there?
Yeah, so almost, what?
Yeah, almost 20 years.
Almost 20 years now of friendship?
20
Damn.
years. 20 years.
So, why the hell was it yesterday I learned how to pronounce your last name?
I don't know.
Right, so I have to...
I mean, it's pronounced multiple ways by multiple different people, so...
Yeah, but 20 years of friendship, bro. We've been on vacation together. If we went on vacation together, I should be able to get it right. So I'm in the car, right? And I'm meeting you to go see Snake Eyes. And right. I'm in the car and I want to tell you what my status was because I was at Topgolf with some buddies. Fantastic time.
Dope spot.
So I'm at the Starbucks line and I tell Siri in my car to call Javier Villalobos. And Siri corrects me and says, calling Javier Villalobos. I feel like she got louder when she said Villa.
It's like she's trying to correct you a little bit.
Oh, she was throwing a little shade right there. So, so I will not make that mistake moving forward.
Yeah, you don't really say the L's. It's just Via Lobos.
And the messed up part on your end is you've never corrected me ever. Never ever corrected me.
I mean, if somebody says the L's, it's not that big a deal. I mean, if it was somebody put like a G in there somewhere, then I'd be a little upset. But if you say it, if you say it how it's spelled, it's fine. It's not that big a deal to me.
And go ahead and tell our listeners here who do not know, what does Villalobos mean? What does it stand for? What's the meaning behind it?
It's basically like a town or village of wolves.
I ain't messing with you and your family, bro. Y'all are just... that shit sounds scary right there.
What's good about it is you can pronounce it how it's spelled.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Literally, I never understood people who couldn't pronounce it how it was spelled because it's literally spelled how it sounds.
Yep.
So it's whatever.
Good deal, man. Well, let's talk about this. My last name, Smith, and this new trailer starring Will Smith. King Richard. You like that connect, right? You like that segue? Awesome, man. So we got this Will Smith led movie about Richard Williams, the father of the famous tennis stars Venus and Serena Williams. What are your thoughts, man? Talk to me.
I've always liked Will, and he does these kind of movies where he really plays a different person than himself. You got a lot of actors who can play themselves as different people, but Will a lot of times plays different people altogether.
He goes into that self, yeah.
And this is going to be another one like that where he's portraying a whole different person and seems to be getting away from Will Smith, which he always does excellent in those roles, I think.
Definitely.
Just watching through the trailer, these girls, who's it? Sanaya Sidney and Demi Singleton, Venus and Serena. They look like they're going to have some pretty good chops in there, too.
Dude, yeah.
Maybe an underlying story about them. I mean, obviously it's about them as well, but I think where it's going to be, it's about Richard, but I think it's going to kind of be everybody and everybody's story pieced together in this as well.
I think so, man. So it's Will Smith, and this is his fourth time, I believe, being somebody like a real person.
Right.
Ali, the dude from Pursuit of Happiness, the dude from Concussion, and now this guy, Richard Williams. And I mean, you know me with Will Smith, man. I'm definitely in the theater for anything that this man does. And this is another one, right? Like, I like that he is balancing now as an older actor. It's not just he has to save the world, you know?
Yeah. Well, we all saw Gemini, and that was Gemini Man.
Gemini Man, yeah.
Gemini Man. You know, he played both characters, both old and young, and that one didn't go so well.
Yeah, that was definitely wild. So, you know, turning his chops to something a little bit more drama, more family focused, more the love of his girls and making them literally the best tennis female players of all time is what he's doing. So I don't know how much Will Smith knows about tennis, but the one thing I do know about this man is that he gets in depth when it comes to his roles. So he probably is like a tennis expert right now. And that's going to shine on the screen. So, you know, this is the reason why he was not in the Suicide Squad sequel is because of this movie. They were filming at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's the exact reason why, or else he would have been in it. So this was a fantastic flick, man. This is going to be a fantastic flick. Excuse me. I have not seen it yet. I don't have backstage passage or...
The trailer was fantastic, though.
Yes. Thank you for saving me there.
I already feel like you're watching the movie because that trailer was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm definitely engulfed into what's going on there. So... Moving forward, man, we have Dune.
Oh, yeah.
From Denis Villeneuve. If I pronounce his name correctly, I have no clue. But this guy is a fantastic director. He brings such a interesting style to the screen. What were your thoughts, man? Talk to me.
Now, I haven't seen the original Dune.
Same.
In forever, like enough to where I can't even really remember it. So I don't know how they connect. I don't know if it's a remake or whatever kind of it, like a reimagining, reboot situation. As far as I could tell, it's basically war fighting, you know, the same kind of concept as the one before, right? Where they're after a certain drug only on this planet.
Spice.
Yeah, that's what it was called, spice. And giant sandworms. I don't know anything else. But this cast, though.
Oh my God! Let's talk about this cast for a second, man.
I mean, there's 6 right off the bat that I don't even have to, you know, look who they are. Oscar Isaac, Josh Brolin, Stellan Skarsgård, Dave Bautista, Zendaya, and Jason Momoa.
And you're forgetting the star, man. Timothy Chalamet. I'm butchering his name. I have no clue, right? But this guy is up and coming. You know, he's already shown his chops. I think he's won a lot of awards already at a young age. But he's leading this cast. Yeah. So let's go.
Just from going through the trailer, I mean, everything looked pretty badass, right? Fighting the scenes in there, the landscape that they're showing, all this different stuff. It looks like it's been pretty badass.
You know, the family dynamic, the taking over the throne, the military, you know, the sci-fi alien military type thing going on there. I'm for it, man. I do have to do this, and I have to do this with every remake or reimagining. I have to watch the original first. Yeah. Which I'm definitely going to do, and then I'm going to jump into this one, man. I can't go into it not know, because I want to compare, you know. I want to be like, oh, that's different. That's new. Oh, they did that, but they did it like this. So, or the old one did it better. Like, I just want to be in the theater just thinking about all that while I'm enjoying this flick. So,
but before we move on a little further, you mentioned we went and saw Snake Eyes this weekend, right?
Henry Golding, that sexy mofo, man. God.
I think I said this in the theater. I don't know how a guy gets to be very handsome and have an accent at the same time.
Just ridiculous.
I think it's just uncalled for.
It's unfair is what it is, okay? It's really unfair, bro. So
now that being said, I had a hard time with this movie. So I can pinpoint like the one thing that just got on my nerves the whole movie.
What was that?
Every henchman that had a sword and just ran and screamed and held the sword up as high as they could and just looked ridiculous. And not in a good way. It was terrible. I hated that in every scene that came up.
Yeah.
these guys just ran, and it was like, I don't know, it was like a bunch of little toddlers running around. It was ridiculous.
With scissors or something.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Every time that popped up, I was ready to just punch something. It was the worst.
Man, so there was a few things, and that now that you're saying it, I see it now. I remember it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's a little goofy, but I really enjoyed watching Henry Golding's character, like his fight scenes. Those were brutal. Those were intense. Like, I think it's the mix of the shaky cam, from like the Bourne series kind of started the whole shaky cam thing in the fight scenes. Yeah. That was fun to watch, man. It felt like you were in that fight. You were right there next to him going through all of that. Now, what I did not like is the half-baked kind of sorcery that went on with it at the end. I was like, we didn't have to do that.
I think up until, and spoiler alert right here, up until the Anaconda pit. Up until the Anaconda pit.
Where's Ice Cube when you need him, man?
Yeah. Up until the Anaconda pit, it was like I was getting along with the movie. I was just kind of irked by, like I said, some of the things they did. I mean, nothing seemed to like flow very, very well. It was kind of like mashed up scenes, kind of random stuff back and forth. And then when the Anacondas came out, I was like, okay, I'm giving up right here.
Checked out right there.
Now, there was still some good scenes after that, but it just, I don't know, just something about it just wasn't clicking together as a whole movie. Like, you had Henry Golding doing his thing. I mean, he was awesome.
Yeah.
He was my favorite character in the movie, obviously. My second favorite, though, was Peter Mensah as the Blind Master.
Oh, badass.
He was awesome. But, I mean, outside of that, it just, nothing else really worked for me, man.
Do you think they should continue with this was like a G.I. Joe, like, reboot of the franchise. They're trying to get this off the ground. They try to make money like they did with Transformers. Do you think they will continue, or this is going to kill it?
I don't know if it'll kill it, but for me, it kind of did. If they're going to put movies together that are all kind of mushed up like this one was, then it's not going to go much further.
I feel like they took and guys, I trust you, trust us, we're going to get into Jolt. I feel like they took the MCU way where they started out with a fantastic character like they did with Iron Man.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Put a really charismatic character in that role and let them lead and see where the story takes off. Bring in some other G.I. Joes and Cobra members and kind of see where this goes from here. Kind of want to see Henry Golding as Snake Eyes again. I kind of want to see world building. What upsets me, man, is they base it off the box office, and you're not going to do like MCU numbers. Unfortunately, nobody's going to do that.
Well, at this point in time now, you're definitely not. I mean, It's just not the same as it was a couple of years ago where the theater was packed out. I mean, we went and sat in the theater and there was like nobody there. And that's happened pretty much every time we went to the movie.
Yeah, agreed.
I think, which one did we go see? Was it Fast and the Furious? Was that opening night, wasn't it?
Yeah, we saw that opening night. Yep, Thursday.
And there was barely anybody in there for that one.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like you said, I think a lot of it was that point of where it was like kind of grounded. It was about, the culture of this clan. And then it started switching to being kind of ridiculous. And like you said, like the half-baked kind of sorcery and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They could have left that for something else, for another movie, and just really finish this thing out a little bit better. Maybe that I know that's exactly where I got lost, was like I said, that Anaconda pit. That was it.
Giant Anacondas.
I mean,
oh man.
Yeah, but anyways, I just irked me a little bit. I need to get that off my chest.
All right, guys, so we're going to finally go ahead and jump into our movie of the week, Jolt. This movie was released this year, The great 2021. This movie was directed by Tanya Wexler, written by Scott Washka. I probably butchered that, but whatever.
I do it all the time. Probably going to do it here in a few minutes. So this was an Amazon Prime release, and I could not find any information about it right now. Even with Netflix, it's usually a few weeks out before we see anything, if we do. And this one is starring Kate Beckinsale as Lindy Lewis, Bobby Cannavale as Detective Vickers, Laverne Cox as Detective Nevin, The Tooch.
Let's go.
As Dr. Ivan Munchin, Jai Courtney as Justin, David Bradley as Gareth, Fazell, Ori Pfeiffer as Dela Cruz, Susan Sarandon as the woman with no name, apparently is how she was
introduced, not introduced, credited. That's a good word.
It is credited, yeah.
All right, Hav, like you so eloquently do every single week, sir, and we always appreciate it. Give us that quick synopsis.
So this movie is about a lady with a little bit of anger issues, and she fights her way to finding out the killer of her 3 dates in boyfriend, who, when you see this movie, apparently has the same godlike skill set as Nick Marshall from What Women Want.
Clearly, yes.
From the way she describes their relationship.
Oh, man. Good stuff, brother. All right, let's jump into the plot here, man. So we got this lady, and it's almost like a first telling of her upbringing in her life, right? Narrated by Susan Sarandon. Carmen had to tell me that because I thought it was Kate Beckinsale narrating her own life for a second, but I was wrong. But it's about her and kind of her anger issues and dealing with that all growing up. Now she's an adult. She's an ex-bouncer and trying to go out on dates. She's rocking this vest that kind of controls her anger. And
she's also ex-military as well.
She's also ex-military. Yes. So, she might be a 00 agent. Who knows, bro? Who knows?
I don't know.
But after her 3-date boyfriend, guy toy or whatever, is killed, it turns into like a whodunit. So first it's like can she lead a normal life? Can she go out on dates? Can she have fun and be in love? And then it quickly turns into who the hell killed this guy? And she's out for truth and revenge. So
yeah, apparently this guy changed her life after, a fun night. Apparently all her issues that she had where she had to wear that vest were gone.
Because he banged, bangity bang, a bang, bang, bangity bang. Jay Courtney banged, bangity bang, a bang, bang, bangity bang.
Yep. She describes it in very, very detailed fashion to the Tooch.
Oh yeah. Movie theaters are back open, and I've been using my Regal Unlimited Pass to see literally everything on the planet. I walked in there and ready to get my normal order, large popcorn and a large cherry Coke. One of the amazing crew members at the Starlight Cinema here in Charlotte stated they no longer carry Coke products, but now only carry Pepsi products.
All right, well, Regal, there was one free promotion for you, so just hit us up for the next one.
Definitely.
But anyways, just curious about where you're going with the whole Coke Pepsi situation.
I mean, I get it. They now serve Pepsi, but they don't even have wild cherry Pepsi, man. That is literally my jam every time I go to the movies. Large popcorn, large cherry flavored cola. It's just sad, and it's messing up my whole movie going experience, man. Javi, this is really messing with me, man. What is your go-to at the movie theater concessions?
I stick with the large popcorn and usually go for root beer.
Oh,
there's always a root beer. I mean, one brand or the other. And a box. I don't want to have the bag, but a box of Sour Patch Kids if I'm feeling adventurous that day.
Nice. So interesting, right? And I'm not a real like sweets guy at the movie outside of my cherry Coke, but I had a buddy in college who would put Reese's Pieces and M&Ms in his popcorn and go to town. He said it was this crazy mix of salt and sweet and chocolate and peanut butter. It was just entirely too much stuff going on, and I don't share popcorn with people anyway unless you're my wife. So you know.
So you can share that large number one combo if I'm ever a little low in my pockets. No, okay, that's fine. And as always, we like to hear from our listeners as well and see what you guys enjoy at the theater. And you can contact us on our socials.
Yeah, guys, you can always find us and communicate with us on Facebook at Movie in a Pod, and on Twitter and Instagram at @Movie in a Pod. I'll jump into the characters real quick. We got Kate Beckinsale as Lindy Lewis. She's, like we already said, she has this murderous anger management problem. She controls with a electroid vest. Turned over to a psych clinic very early on. Kicked out of school. Joins the military. Beats the shit out of her instructor. An ex club bouncer who enjoys photography and wants to kind of change her stars and live a very normal life. But it's very difficult for her because everybody that she gets in contact with, she wants to kill.
She hates everybody, basically.
She hates everybody. The line where she goes, when he was like, so like, who do you hate? And she goes, people who like breathe, like, it would have been funnier if she would have said literally everybody, anybody and everybody. Like, I just hate everybody. But like anybody who breathes and everything, it was still a good line there. So
she's basically just trying, like every minute of her day is trying not to lose her shit and kill or harm somebody.
Let's move over to Bobby Carnival as Detective Vickers, right? He's the lead detective. Well, one half of the lead detectives are working the case for Justin's death. And, seems like a good guy. Has a really soft heart for Lindy. And once again, I like this guy, Bobby Carnival. I want to see him in more stuff. He's just a great actor. Then his partner, Laverne Cox, Detective Nevin, the badass, right?
Yeah, definitely.
She thinks Lindy is actually the murder suspect in Justin's death and will stop at nothing to apprehend her. That was kind of a fun dynamic between Vickers and Nevin and how they're trying to pursue Lindy through this. So that was kind of a fun ride.
Yeah, when she finally gets to Justin's apartment and after he's been murdered and she goes through evidence and finds where he lives, she's on the phone in the apartment with Detective Nevin or Detective Vickers. And he's like, I know where you're at. My partner's on the way up there. And then she's like, what's she going to do? Come in here and shoot me? And the first thing she does is bust the door open and starts firing her gun at her.
Yep. Yeah, man. So, some good characters here, but let's talk about the man of the hour, man. Let's talk about the Tooch, Dr. Ivan Munchkin or whatever.
Yeah,
his office looks shitty.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like a regular doctor's office.
Looked like a safe house.
Yeah, it was super weird. But he's the guy who developed the vest, the electroid vest that Lindy wears, and basically he's using her as an experiment. Like you can kind of tell that he wants to help her, but also like he's fed up with her. And they have a kind of like an interesting like father-daughter type relationship. It's kind of weird. But it's also the Tooch, man. Who doesn't want that guy to be his dad,
Oh, true. That's true. Like I said, they got the weird relationship, but the whole time he feels kind of greasy.
Yeah.
There's something going on. He's not giving her everything he can to help her, right? Like he's trying to just see how much she can take on her own, trying to get her to like really take more accountability for herself and what's going on. And not doing everything he can to, like, I guess, scientifically help her.
Yeah.
Right. He wants her to diffuse everything on her own, and it's not working because she's still, smashing waitresses' heads up against walls and stuff.
Just the one scene in the bathroom where, like, you think she's gonna calm herself, and like the vest doesn't work, and then she goes in there and like smash. But then, like, the way that she describes it to him afterwards is like, oh my god, she's just brutal. Let's talk about the perfect guy, right? Jay Courtney as Justin,
the man with the most game in the city.
Most game in the city to lock her down.
Game.
He's an accountant that is dating Lindy. He's a sweet guy who likes Lindy, right?
Yeah.
The movie kind of tells you that he really likes her and knows that she's kind of weird, kind of messed up, but wants to dive into that. You don't know why.
Oh, yeah, he does.
But he definitely wants to dive in, kind of see, and they have this amazing romp, and she kind of falls for him head over heels, right?
Yeah.
She wakes up, he has coffee and, a pastry. She told him on the date that she wants to get into photography. So while she was out, he buys her a camera, like a good one too, man.
Must have been some good stuff. Some good stuff went on that night before. I mean,
she told the Chooch all about it. So
this movie is very, very filthy.
Yeah.
It's a very filthy movie. In the scheme of what's all going on during the whole movie, it's just a lot of filthy mouths, filthy words.
Oh yeah,
hilarious though.
Let's jump over to the sets here. I don't know what the hell city that they're in. Was that disclosed at all?
I don't know.
No, it looked dirty.
It looked very dirty. Yeah, just locations, because they didn't do anything special to any of these sets.
Exactly.
It ain't like they were, well lit up or even cleaned up. Most of the time, they look real grungy. It was a real grungy, grungy feel through the whole movie.
When a movie's taking place in New York, or when a movie's taking place in L.A. or Chicago, Miami, you can just tell. London or wherever, right. You couldn't tell where the hell this movie was taking place at all. They never stated it. It was anywhere USA, I guess. But, I describe it as a grungy, neo-noir, cyberpunk world, right?
Yeah.
It has that style where just by looking at her walking through the city, there's some serious criminal underbelly that's going on throughout the entire city. You don't know what it is. You don't know what it's about, but, she's going to take us on this journey.
So I just looked up real quick. It was filmed across England and Bulgaria.
Oh, well, Bulgaria. Yeah, that just sounds dirty. I have no clue, guys. If you're listening to this from Bulgaria, I bet your city or one of your cities. What's Bulgaria? County?
I don't know. I'm not
a country.
I'm not good with geography.
Yeah, I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm not talking shit about Bulgaria, but if they filmed in Bulgaria, that shit looked disgusting.
Well, I think it was, like I said, the lighting. You get a dark alleyway, it's gonna look grungy without being well lit up, no matter what.
Yeah,
and I'm sure they picked some of the not the super gloss areas, right?
Super gloss, let's go. It's like you're in the hood when there's no super gloss right there on your banner. No, man, but
it kept with the theme of the movie.
Yeah. The movie was low key, really grounded, really her story. Yeah. They didn't want to over gloss it, right? So the music, I don't want to spend too much time here. The music was there. I don't know about you, Hav, but like a lot of techno, a lot of European house music. Especially through the fight scenes, which was fun, but it kind of went with like the set style, right?
Right. Oh yeah, I agree. It went with it very well. I mean, I don't have nothing good or bad to say about it, to be honest with you. It didn't overtake the movie, and whenever you were hearing and seeing, kind of went together for me.
Yeah. It didn't wow me, but like it just was like, oh well, yeah, this when they do like the lighted hues of like the greens and the blues and the techno just playing, like that just fits perfectly, man. Like if I'm in like a rave or like a techno club, I want these hues of blue and green to be flashing everywhere with this type of music. So
that's the feeling. Yeah, that's the feeling the whole movie kind of gave. It's like grungy techno, right?
With like
if that's a thing,
with like a lot of high adrenaline throughout the whole thing. Yeah. Cool, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's jump over to themes. I messed up my mic again, damn it. I always do that.
It's always so dramatic too when it happens.
That one was kind of chill, but most of the time I'm over here like, oh shit. Oh, you guys can just tell how much we love this movie, right? The theme that I take away from this, man, is never look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't even know what that means. I heard it like on I heard it. One of my coworkers said the other day. She's really Southern. I have no clue what that means, guys. I don't even know if it fits in with the movie.
She used the quote that you don't know what it means.
She tried to explain it to me for like 20 minutes, guys. I just walked away. I said I have a phone call. There was no phone ringing in the office. I just couldn't. No, this movie was just a ride, man. It's a revenge flick as old as time, with some kind of twist and turns along the way. As far as any kind of themes, just I don't know, man. There wasn't much for this one. It was tough.
I mean, it was a pretty straightforward movie. There was nothing hidden behind it, I don't think. I mean,
like the directors was trying. I think like the director and the writer was just trying to do like a high octane, Kate Beckinsale led badass movie of a revenge flick. There's not really much more out of it, right? It's not like you're watching like Inception, or you're watching The Dark Knight, or you're watching Interstellar, or you're watching literally any Christopher Nolan movie, right? Because I keep naming them, right?
Like that,
right? Those have themes, and those are trying to always tell something greater. A lot of Steven Spielberg movies do the same exact thing. This one, not much.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
All right, JV. So that's our run through of Kate Beckinsale's 2021 Jolt. What were your thoughts, man? What do you rate this?
I'm gonna rate it a 2 out of 5.
Yeah,
it was a fun movie. I watched it from the beginning to the end, and it kept me intertwined. But you know what we talked about in the theme section, it didn't really have nothing high level. You know, I could probably watch it a few more times, but it's not a movie I'm gonna go really bragging about to everybody. Be like, oh, you gotta watch this movie, you gotta watch it. 2 out of 5 for me, homie. What about you?
This gets the illustrious 1 bucket of popcorn for me, bro. I am not going back to the concession stands for this.
Oh no, I would never go back to. I would never go to the theater and spend a bunch of money.
Exactly.
So, and honestly, I'm still kind of upset about Snake Eyes because that's what I did for that one. But that's a whole other thing. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sexy ass Henry Golden. But no, Kate Beckinsale is one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Ever since I saw her in Serendipity, I was like, this is like perfection right here. This woman can just act and she brings it on the screen. I loved her in all of the Underworld movies. She always had these like one-off type of action movies as well that she was in, and I loved her in all of those. This one, I see what they were trying to do. I think a 93-minute movie trying to tell this type of story and world build, they just kind of mushed it all together, man. It just wasn't fun, and it was like, yo, I want more. Can you explain this more? Can you dive a little bit into this? There were scenes that were unnecessary. There was a couple of characters like Delacroix who was really unnecessary. Yeah. Right? We didn't even talk about him. Super unnecessary guy.
Like, for me, that was like the movie. It wasn't trying to be like a big, scramble your brain situation. It was just a bunch of fight scenes put together, a bunch of high octane, and
those some end credits at the end, right?
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah, and then it tries to leave you with something at the end,
Yeah. Right, yeah. You know, if you're on Amazon Prime and it pops up, cool.
Or you can watch The Tomorrow War, or you can watch Without Remorse.
Yeah, I mean, we've already suggested those, so.
Yeah. Better movies than this. All right, team. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, Talking Through Jolt. Next week, we will be talking about the Idris Elba-led The Suicide Squad.
That is streaming on HBO Max, and you can catch this one in theaters.
Highly recommend you guys do. I am Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I am Javier Villalobos. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.